Gaslighting is one of those terms that we hear a lot, but I have found that either people are using the term incorrectly or people are experiencing gaslighting but aren't realizing that that is what they're going through. So in today's video, I want to give a definition of gaslighting and to share some examples of stories that have happened to my clients to really get clear on this. A very warm welcome. I'm Amanda Craven, and the information I'm going to share with you today can all be found in my book, The A to Z of Narcissism, and you can get a free copy of the ebook that has all this, plus over 40 other definitions associated with toxic relationships and narcissism in the comments below, in the description below rather. Okay, so let me read the definition from my book, which I think is a really good, simple and clear way of explaining what gaslighting is, and then we'll look at some examples to make it even more clear. So gaslighting, in the context of a toxic relationship, is a manipulative tactic used by one person to make the other person doubt their perception, memories, or even reality. It involves undermining the victim's sense of reality and causes them to question their own thoughts, their own feelings, and their own experiences. Gaslighting is another of the behaviours used by narcissists and other toxic personality types in order to gain and retain control over their victim. Nobody is immune to being a victim. Anybody and everybody is potentially at risk of becoming a victim of gaslighting. It has nothing to do with intelligence or education, and over the last 9 years many of my clients have been at the top of their game. They have been leaders and entrepreneurs, CEOs, business owners, founders, and yet have been victims of gaslighting. So it really is all about control. But as I've talked about in other videos, covert narcissism in particular has a way of reeling us in and then making behaviours such as gaslighting so unexpected that we actually go along with what the narcissist is saying because they are so sure of themselves and they are so convincing. So it's almost like we are hypnotized by this spanner being thrown in the works and will, for a time at least, believe what is being said. So let's break it down and have a look at some examples. Denying reality is the first type of gaslighting we're going to look at. So as we know, narcissists will lie and deny in order to retain control and in order to maintain their status to the outside world. So by outright denying that they did something or they said something or something happened with such self-assuredness can make you think, they must be right, I must have remembered it wrong. You will often hear them say, you must be imagining it, that never happened, I didn't say that, or of course I apologised 1,000 times for that already and yet you're still going on about it, in a scenario where they didn't apologise even once. But their conviction is so strong that you are going to at least start to believe what they've said. Trivializing your feelings is another one. So if you attempt to have a conversation about something that has upset you, then they will turn that round and say things like, you're too sensitive, you're overreacting. You always do this. So that you start to doubt the validity of your feelings, of feeling upset or disappointed. It's just not validated. So you will go along with their version of events and believe, again, at least for a time, that you are overreacting, that you are being too sensitive. This is similar in a way to their projecting behaviour. So rather than accept that they have done something wrong, that they have messed up, that they are behaving in a controlling way, they will project that onto you and attempt to make you believe that you are the one who has messed up. You are the one who is controlling, in fact, and their conviction, as ever, is so strong that you will question whether this is true, whether you are the one who is responsible for whatever mess has been created, whether you are, in fact, the narcissist, whether you are, in fact, the controlling one. Twisting the facts is a classic. And this is another ploy to make you question reality and your own perception. One of my clients, their partner had an affair, and it was proven, because there had to be some police involvement in the whole situation. So there was no doubt that this affair had taken place. But when my client attempted to reconcile and work through that apparently isolated event at the time, it turned out not to be. But when they tried to have discussions with the narcissist about this, the narcissist turned round and said to them, "You have impossibly high standards. Nobody has such high moral standards in this world. You are being unrealistic." And my client, an intelligent, outwardly successful person, actually believed that for a short while. They thought, whoa, maybe I am being unrealistic. Maybe people don't have such high moral standards these days. The narcissist did such a number on them that they really believed that they were the one who was in the wrong. Withholding information is another device. So the narcissist may not give you the full details about an event, maybe about the dress code or about the timing or the transport arrangements, so that you are caught off guard and are either inappropriately dressed, you are not ready on time, or you're just not prepared for the transport arrangements, trying to catch you out, and this has the effect of making you look foolish or disorganized. An extension of controlling you through gaslighting can also be isolating you. And by telling you things about another person, by exaggerating or outright lying about what somebody has said, they can make you not feel comfortable and not feel that you can trust other people. So you become more and more reliant on the narcissist and isolated. Your support network, your friendship group, even your family can become distanced because you have been led to believe that they do not support you, they disagree with something that you've done, or they're angry with you for some reason. As I said before, you can grab your free copy of my ebook through the link below. If you've enjoyed this content, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so that you get notified about future videos. I'll see you next time.